How did we get here? Where we have to get rid of family because we think it's so poisonous, so toxic, that this is the only solution, that somehow they're inherently bad. How did I get to this? Um, where I grew up, people lived together. I shared a room with my grandma, which also served as the kitchen. It had a table, a refrigerator, and a stove. And the adjacent room was my parents' bedroom. And I slept in the same bed with my mom, my grandma. My mom and my dad had their own bedroom. And nobody ever needed boundaries. Nobody ever offended anybody. Nobody needed lectures about how to behave and how to be. There was love and warmth and safety. My grandma moved in when I was 7 years old and lived with us until I was in my 40s. Um, how did they do it? I had never ever seen my parents argue with my grandma or have a problem with her. They never had a problem with me either until we moved to America. And then I started to do the, you know, psychology here and, started to find problems. Are we like being indoctrinated here to find problems? I mean, you find what you look for. My neighbors where I grew up, um, they had two daughters, the ones adjacent house, and the daughters were in the university. They used to come home in the summer. They would say, "Kiss your mom, I kiss your dad, I kiss your hands," and they would help gardening, and there was always peace. My next the next house over, the daughter was in high school. She never had to rebel and find herself, and the son had just finished college, and actually he became our chemistry teacher in our school. There was never a problem, and I can not only vouch for my family, but I can vouch for other families because we lived in a house and everybody got two rooms. So um, the kitchen had doors. So we opened the door with husband and wife right next to us. And they had a daughter my age, so it was really exciting to have a little girl to play with. And we opened that door, and the husband would come home sometimes because he was a truck driver and make meals for everybody and invite us over. But I was always in their house. I never saw anybody having a problem. My friend never had an argument with her mother. How did we get to this? So many diagnoses. It's endless. How do we get to see the people that love us and devote our lives to us as poisonous, as defective, as unworthy human lives? How do people get to hate their parents? I mean, some of the things I read on support group, it's just absolutely shocking. But fundamentally, the thing that goes through everyone and every single post is that the parent and the mother's life does not matter. Where I grew up, we had no water, we had no electricity, no telephones, no TV, but we had so much joy and appreciation of each other. Nobody told us, how to improve, how to be better, how to reject other people. So, what's happening here? The families are being destroyed like this. That the primary goal of an adult child is to find the dysfunction in the parent instead of looking for joy. And here is my deepest concern. Our grandchildren and great grandchildren will not even know that this joy exists.